Hi BookTube, Sarah here, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with my second book haul for January 2017. Remember in my first book haul I said I'm going to be good this year and not buy a lot of books? Kindle daily deals are the devil. Seriously. Yeah, there are a lot of books that I'm going to go through today. So sit back, grab a cup of tea, and let's talk about some books. So I'm going to tell you about the books. I've got a little blurb about what each one of them is about, sort of. I mean, it's what they're about, but I've kind of very simplified it because there are a lot of books here, and I don't want us to sit here for an hour and a half because I absolutely could sit and talk books for like days on end. Anyway, let's start at the top. Winter at the Dog and Duck by Jill Steeples. This is the first book in the Dog and Duck series. I heard about this this book from Aoife on her channel, Fred Weasley Died Laughing. She talked about reading it earlier in December and that she loved it. She gave it 5 stars. Now, she doesn't normally read adult romance, or at least not a lot. So for her to read this and to give it such a high rating, it sounded really good. So it is about a woman who leaves her high-flying job in London and returns to her little village hometown. She opens a doggy daycare and works at the local pub. It's a chick lit novel. Like, it just sounds like so much fun. Next up is a book called Swept Away by Robin Carr. This was originally published with the title Runaway Mistress a number of years ago, but it's been reissued with a new title and a new cover. This was a Kindle Daily deal. The emotional story of a young woman's journey as she leaves behind all the things she thought she wanted only to discover who she really is. It's a contemporary romance novel. Next up, Murder in Plain Sight by Marta Perry. This is the first book in the Brotherhood of the Raven series, Kindle Daily deal. Did a sweet-faced Amish teenager murder a young woman? Big city lawyer comes to town to find out. So this is an Amish mystery romance kind of novel. It sounds really good. The cover looked really great. It was a Kindle Daily deal. I'm really trying to be good this year, guys. Next up, Her Montana Cowboy by Valerie Hanson. This is the first book in the Big Sky Centennial series. It was another Kindle Daily deal. Mayor's daughter, getting ready for the town's centennial celebrations, falls in love with the rodeo star who comes to town. This is a Harlequin or a love-inspired romance, so it's a Christian romance. Certified Cowboy by Rita Herron. First book in the Bucking Bronc Lodge book. Say that 3 times fast. Kindle Daily deal. Former rodeo champ changes careers to help give deserving kids a second chance. After he hires a woman to help, strange events start happening. This is a Harlequin intrigue novel, so it is a romantic suspense. The Carriage House by Carla Eggers, the first book in the Carriage House series, another Kindle Daily deal. Woman comes to restore an old home and finds a skeleton in the basement. It's a romantic suspense novel. Oh, this book, I actually have read this one. I read it when it first was released, but it was on Kindle Daily deal, so I snagged it up because I loved it, and I'm really looking forward to rereading it. It is called Sleep with the Lights On by Maggie Shane. This is the first book in the Brown and DeLuca series. Woman who is blind gets her sight back after a cornea transplant, begins to see people being murdered. This is a romantic suspense paranormal type book. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Maggie Shane, she does amazing work. When she does these kind of books, these are the ones I like. She also does a lot more vampire, witches, fantasy, which are also supposedly really good. They're not personally my taste, but you might want to check them out if that's what you're into. Next up, Blackberry Summer by Rayanne Thane. This is the first book in the Hopes Crossing series. I do have a couple other books in the series, which is why when this one came up on a, say it with me people, a Kindle Daily deal, I snagged it up. When a car accident forces a woman to slow down and get help from others, she begins to fall for the local chief of police. It's a romance novel. I don't think I need to explain that one. The Cowboys Holiday Blessing by Brenda Milton. This is the first book in the Copper Creek series, Kindle Daily deal. A reformed rebel and local school teacher come together to help provide a home for a foster child. This is a love-inspired, so another Christian romance novel. Triggered by L. James. This is Covert Cowboys #1, Kindle Daily deal. To protect the future, a Texas bodyguard must revisit his past. It's another Harlequin intrigue novel, so a romantic suspense. Driftwood Cottage by Cheryl Woods. This is book number 5 in the Chesapeake Shore series, Kindle deal. Single mom falling back in love with her son's father, a romance novel. This, like I said, is book number 5 in the Chesapeake Shore series. I have other books already in this series, so when this one came up, I immediately snagged it, because filling in series, right? A couple more. Rock Point by Carla Neggers. The Sharp and Donovan book 0.5. I just read book number 1 in the Sharp and Donovan series. And it was okay, I liked it. But this, I didn't realize that there was a prequel novel to the series. So I bought it. It was like $2 or something. It's only a novella. So I bought it, and I'm hoping to get to it by the end of the month. If I get the other books that I have on my list to finish, I'm going to jump in and read this one as well. The other 2 books that I don't have on my list to talk about, I also purchased The Unholy by Heather Graham, book number 6 in the Crew of Hunter series, and I bought An Offer from a Gentleman by Julia Quinn, which is book number 3 in the Bridgerton series. Spoiler alert, both those books are going to be on my TBR for February, but I actually got both of them for free because I am a member of the Harlequin Rewards program, and I have a lot of points. And for every so many points, you can buy books on their website. Well, Harlequin publishes both those series. So all the Crew of Hunters books that I've been getting for free, essentially using points. That whenever I buy Harlequin books, even if it's on Amazon, I can send my receipt. Like, you get your email saying thank you for your purchase if you buy it on the Kindle, and you send it to, they'll give you all the information when you sign up for the rewards. And you email them this, and then you get so many points per dollar that you spend. And it's fantastic. I absolutely love it. I think it's great. There is a little bit of finagling getting the books onto my Kindle because I do only have the Kindle, the 8th generation, so it's not anything at all fancy. Like, literally, it's just an e-reader. If anybody's interested, I would love to do a video on my Kindle e-reader just to talk more about it. Let me know if it's something you guys would be interested in. But anyway, so essentially I got both those books for free. So I got those 2 as well. And last but not least for this book haul, I do have a couple of my Back to My Childhood books. I was really, really hoping to have a couple of the orders that I place with Thrift Books come in, but hopefully for my next wrap-up, or my next book haul, it will also be an unboxing, or an unbagging, if you will. Anyway, you guys know that the only books I buy in physical format are my Back to My Childhood books, because really, the Babysitters Club is available on the Kindle, but they're $5 a piece. These I can pick up at the thrift store for $1.50. I mean, like, come on. So anyway, Garrett and I, my husband and I, went to Buffalo, New York yesterday. We're in Toronto, so we took a drive around the lake and over the border, and into the U.S. we went, and it's his birthday next weekend, so he wanted to do some shopping at, like, Target and stuff. He collects a lot of those pop figurines along with Star Wars stuff, and he was looking for exclusives. So we did that. Well, I went to a Savers, which is, I guess you guys in the U.S. know Savers. It's Value Village for us up here in Canada. But I went and looked at the books really quick. So I got a couple more Babysitters Club books, which was very exciting. So I got book number 7, which is Claudia and Mean Janine. I have this one, actually, it's up here. I have it as a graphic novel. That I bought when they came out, but of course I want to read the actual novel. So this is great because this one now brings me up to book 10 or 12 before I actually have any missing books so far in the series. I'm slowly trying to fill in the series as I go. The next one I got was book number 20, Christy and the Walking Disaster. These books, guys, were in phenomenal condition, like brand new condition. It was fantastic. I have been to thrift stores where I have seen these books, and even though I've needed the book, I have stopped buying it because it's in such horrible condition. I mean, I can deal with tears and rips and broken spines. That doesn't bother me. There was one Babysitter's Club book I saw. Luckily, I already had a copy of the first book, but it was Christie's great idea, and someone had taken a bright pink highlighter and, like, highlighted over the entire front and back of the book. Like, who does that? Take care of your books, people. And the last one I got yesterday was Dawn and the Big Sleepover, which is book number 44 in the series. So, yes, I am absolutely loving reading these. But yeah, so anyway, this video I think has been long enough. I will let you guys go. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you've read any of these books, what you think of any of these books. Again, I will leave a link in the down bar below to every book that I talked about, including these ones, if you guys want to see what they're about, and maybe it might be something that you might be interested in purchasing yourself. So anyway, guys, Nick has just come over to have a drink of water. I always wish he would come a little bit closer so I could pick him up and show him to you, but that's not going to happen. He's a very standoffish cat. That's okay. Anyway, now I'm rambling. It's time to go. Take care, everybody, and happy reading. Bye.